select the immiscible solvents in such a way that the one solvent should be water, the another one can be benzene, toluene and carbon tetrachloride. See here, distribution coefficient also explained the Nernst law. Nernst distribution law explains the concentration of solute in the ratio of the concentration of solute between two immiscible solvents. It is always constant at constant temperature. Here, the distribution coefficient is represented by Kd, which is equal to concentration of organic layer divided by concentration of aqueous. Before moving to experiment, first I will tell what are the reagents and operators we require. First, we require the benzoic acid. It is as a solute, and we require two solvents. One is toluene and another one is water. Already I kept the toluene and the water in a measuring cylinder, and already I write 2 gram of benzoic acid and 3 gram of benzoic acid separately, and we need 2 reagent bottle. This is the reagent bottles, and we need separating funnel to separate the aqueous and organic layer, and we need 2 pipettes. One is 5 ml capacity and another one is 10 ml capacity. And for titration, we use phenolphthalein as an indicator, and we require burette. In that already I filled 0.1 normal NaOH solution, and we need conical flask for titration. We name it as a bottle number 1 and bottle number 2. For bottle number 1, we have to add 2 gram of benzoic acid. When you are going to transfer the contents, carefully transfer the solute. For bottle number 1, with respect to bottle number 2, we have to add 3 gram of benzoic acid, and then for bottle number 1, we have to add 25 ml of toluene. For the same bottle, we have to add 25 ml of water, and same amount of this toluene, means 25 ml of toluene and 25 ml of water is added to the bottle number 2. After adding these 2 solvents, we have to shake these 2 bottles continuously, because shaking is very important to conduct this experiment, because that solute is uniformly soluble in these 2 solvents. We have to shake it well about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you can observe these solvent layer are separated. One is organic layer, upper layer is organic and lower layer is aqueous. You are observing carefully. After this, we have to transfer or pour this mixture into separating funnel. Before pour this contents into this funnel, the knob should be closed. Leave this about 5 minutes to separate this organic and aqueous layer. Okay, now these 2 layers are separated. Lower level is aqueous and upper layer is organic layer, organic solvents. Now we have to separate these 2 layers. Now I am going to separate the aqueous layer. Now I separated the aqueous layer and take the separate beaker to remove this part, because to avoid the mixture of this organic layer and aqueous layer. 1 or 2 ml and discard this mixture. Now I am going to run the organic layer in a separate beaker. In this similar way, we can separate the bottle number 2 mixture. See, already we separated the 2 bottles. See, this is the organic layer of bottle number 1 and this is the aqueous layer of bottle number 1. Here this is the organic layer of bottle number 2 and this is the aqueous layer of bottle number 2. Now we are going to titrate this aqueous and organic layers. We have to pipette 5 ml of organic layer from bottle number 1. 5 ml we have to pipette. Then transfer into this conical flask. After adding 5 ml of organic layer into conical flask, we have to add 25 ml of water. And to this mixture, we have to add phenolphthalein as an indicator.
Okay.
See, now the mixture is in colorless. Now we have to titrate this mixture against 0.1 normal NaOH solution. Already I taken. Now I am titrating this mixture against 0.1 normal NaOH. The end point should be colorless to pale pink. The end point is from colorless to pale pink.
That.
Now we have to take this reading for aqueous layer and note down in your observation. Once for organic layer the titration is over, next we move on to the titration of this aqueous layer. We have to prepare 10 ml of aqueous layer from bottle number 1. Transfer this aqueous layer into conical flask. To add phenolphthalein as an indicator. Here also the end point should be from colorless to pale pink. Titrate against 0.1 normal NaOH. The end point is from colorless to pale pink. Once the titration over, we have to note down the burette reading for aqueous layer and note down this reading in your observation and repeat this titration about 2 to 3 trials. In a similar way, we have to conduct for bottle number 2 by taking aqueous layer and organic layer and conduct the titration about same 0.1 normal NaOH solution and take 2 to 3 trials until we get the concordant values and note down in your observation. Next come to the calculation part. Here V aqueous is nothing but the volume of NaOH consumed for aqueous layer. Aqueous layer, let it be X ml. Then for this V organic is nothing but the volume of NaOH consumed in organic layer. Let it be Y ml. Then come to the C organic is nothing but the concentration of organic layer. Means the concentration of benzoic acid in organic layer. It is calculated by 0.1 into V organic. V organic is nothing but what? This value. This YML value. We have to put this value over here and divided by 5. Why it is 5? Because of we have pipetted out 5 ml of organic layer. Then come to the concentration of CAQ means concentration of aqueous. So the concentration of benzoic acid in aqueous layer 0.1 into V aqueous, whatever we got from the titration, that is x ml. We have to put this value over here and divided by 10. Why 10 is because we have to pipetted out 10 ml of aqueous layer during titration. Then we have to find out the KD. KD is nothing but distribution coefficient. The formula is to find out KD is square root of C organic divided by CAQ. CAQ means C organic is obtained from here and CAQ is obtained from here. Then putting these two values over here, we will find out the KD for bottle number 1. In the similar way, for bottle number 2 also, we get the V aqueous means concordant value of VQ and V organic. In a similar way, we have to calculate these two columns. Then we obtain the KD values. See why here, why this is square root? Because the benzoic acid form a dimer in organic layer. Hence we are taking square root for C organic. From this formula, we can find out the distribution coefficient of benzoic acid between water and toluene.
Ma'am,